Hey, Kristal Wick here at Artbeads Cafe. We have all things caffeinated, Beauty and Cynthia.
Hi, Kristal.
Good to have you back. I love chatting about beads with you, Cynthia. And she brought us some pretty things here. Oh my goodness. It's a wrap, isn't it?
It is.
It's all about leather and beads
Yes.
and wrap. So dive in, show us the goodies.
Okay, and wrap bracelets, they've been popular for a couple years and they're still popular.
It's amazing,
You still
isn't it?
see that. Yes, yes, because they're fun to make. I think that's one thing.
Yeah, and I think they're they cross everybody's color palette and theme and style, so
Yes. So let's start.
Yeah.
And I want to show the first one here. It's made with some fire polish beads.
Look at that.
And Sherry made this really pretty one. And look at this
I
cute little
love the
button.
butterfly.
Just,
That's so cute.
yes. And here she made another one, this time with Swarovski beads. And that looks
Pretty.
really nice, too, kind of a Celtic theme here.
Definitely a Celtic theme. Nice.
And then I wanted to try different beads together. So I used some Swarovski rounds and then some Swarovski ovals. And in the middle, I put some Super Duo.
That is
Beads.
so fun. So another reason to play with these super duos, right? Which they are very fascinating. And I love how this looks like a patchwork. You know, in quilting, you have
does.
patchwork quilts. This looks like a patchwork beading project. That's
Yes,
so clever.
thanks. And I love the buttons also.
Of course.
I mean, yeah.
Our favorite part. That's the fun part, I think, about the embellishments of these types of bracelets is that you can pick out a button that just goes perfectly.
Yeah, that's true. And then I thought, okay, let's play with some other shapes. And here I use the brick beads.
Oh,
And
look
they
at
have,
that.
here they have 2 holes too, so they're really fun to play with them.
Wow, yeah, that's a much more earth tone, primitive feel to it. So that's really interesting.
And I'm working on this one.
Oh.
And it's also very popular to mix different material. Like here I use some fire polish, and then here I use some gemstones.
nice.
And I think they complement very well together.
They sure do.
And I don't know, maybe I'm going to use some crystal too. I still don't know how to finish this. So
Oh,
it's just in
that's
progress.
really pretty. I love how you mixed up the different materials.
Thanks.
Good to know.
And here,
Woo!
it's another craziness.
In a good way. Oh.
And on this one, I thought, okay, I want to try a multi-strand.
Wow.
And I pick up, I thought, let's try 6. Why not?
Wow.
And I started with some seed beads. And then here I've got some crystal. And I think I'm going to keep going like that, the pattern, seed beads, crystal, seed beads, crystal. And as you can see, it's pretty long, so it's probably maybe be a double. I'm not sure yet.
That is gorgeous. And that's another thing that's fun about these bracelets is you could do a single wrap, a double wrap, or a triple wrap. I've actually seen 5 wraps.
Oh, wow.
Gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
Of course, that's a whole lot of beads going on, but fabulous nonetheless. And this one here, I have to say, if nobody's spoken for it, my birthday's coming up. You could always, just planting that little seed there. I mean, wouldn't you guys want this? I mean, come on. That is really gorgeous. I love the color palette, and I love what you've done with that. And 6 strands.
Yes.
Holy moly.
And I have to say, it's not that easy to do. It takes
It's a more
little
advanced
yes,
project.
It is. It
Just
is.
start on these guys first.
Exactly. Start with the fire polish. It's easiest.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yes.
Wonderful. Well, thanks, Cynthia.
You're welcome.
Cynthia, it's time for Kristal Wick's Picks, my favorite time to share my fun things with all you guys. Okay, so as you know, Blingalicious is my middle name, and I can't help it. We have these fabulous BFF bracelets,
Yes.
and I had to alter them just a little bit to customize, to personalize with the Swarovski elements that I am in love with. Can you say metallics? Can you say spikes? Can you say, oh my gosh, check this stuff out. I mean, Cynthia, are these just gorgeous? Oh,
I completely agree. Yes.
And what's really cool about the new metallics is that if you're not a blingy person, if you don't like the sparkle so much, you can really tone it down with the metallics, and they're very interesting. It's a whole different look for Swarovski. So I am very happy to run through some of these really briefly. We have the neon color here. Neon is hot, 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 as we know. And I know that not a lot of people want to wear it as bright and as bold as some of you know, the things that are out there.
Right.
So I toned it down a little bit with some of these metallics and added the same color palette,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it looks really gorgeous. And very different look when you start adding the metals. Here we have a splash of copper in there, and then adding the metal components there, which again, really has an interesting play with the
Yes.
sparkle of the bling. These guys, oh my gosh, look at this. These are the charm that are smaller, they're thinner.
Right.
So they're almost like slices as opposed to the bigger barrel shapes.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Really gorgeous. And then this, oh, your personal favorite.
I know, I love it.
It goes with everything because you've got the most beautiful color palette in there, you know, with the silvers and the greige type colors, and oh my goodness, again, silvers and beigey type palette, which goes with everything. This guy, love the spikes. So now this gave me a little bit of an idea. I was a little inspired by the Hunger Games type theme with the
Okay.
spikes and the edginess of it. Added some metal to this. And I know that some folks don't want to wear bracelets. They don't know what to do with these components. And so I thought I'd do something really simple, really easy. And I just took a spike, strung it on a
Wow.
chain. This is just a
Yes.
snake chain, silver snake chain, and look at that just by itself.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody doesn't want all that jazz, here you go.
It's
Just
a
something
very
simple.
beautiful bead.
Isn't it? Wouldn't that make a
Yes.
great keychain?
Yeah.
Like for a
that's
guy, I
cool.
think guys would like that too. Then we have, of course, the pink and black theme, which is very popular. Love that. And again, the sparkle of the pink, but then also very muted down with the pewter and then the black. And then over here, very favorite, purple, of course, Artbeads color. And added a little bit here with the metallic with the bubble effect to it, which these guys here are so gorgeous. And what's really fun too is we have the shiny metal, but then also kind of the buff. So it's more of a matte.
Yes.
And so it comes in the same color, but as you'll notice, these are the same color pieces, but here's the matte and then here's the shiny. So it's a very different look, just depends on your own personal preference.
I love the matte. It has this feeling of very soft, something very soft, very smooth.
Yeah, and
It's
kind of
very
urban,
beautiful.
an urban
Yes.
edge to it. So you throw some of that in your jewelry and it's a whole different look.
Yes, it is.
Cool. Cynthia, it's time for our Q&A. We have Lily in Columbus, and she asks, what different types of E6000 are for which different applications? Good question. Because there seems to be a million of them out there, and actually, I want to know the answer to this too. So,
Okay, let me show you then.
thank you.
So the normal E6000 is this one that everyone knows,
Mm-hmm.
and it's very strong. It's industrial type. So some people use them on their car. I mean, you can really
Wow.
use that everywhere, not only for beading. And if you don't want to use a huge tube like that, you can use smaller sizes like
Nice.
those. And I just read a little tip on the manufacturer site, and they say that when you open your tube, then put some petroleum jelly on the top. It's
Oh.
easier to close your tube.
Isn't that good to know?
Yes.
Yeah, because sometimes I know the cap glues onto the tube and then you can't even get it off. So
Yeah.
it's kind of wasted. So
Yes.
you just add a little dab of petroleum jelly and I guess that won't affect the glue at all.
Exactly.
Nice to know. It's great.
And then they come up with two different glue. One is white and one is black. And the first time I saw those, I said, why do you want color glue? Well, Terry made those amazing pendants.
Oh, look at that.
So it's just, it works like a background. So here she just used the white glue, and then she put inside the embellishment, the roses and the petal.
And so when that dries, the background is white as opposed to clear, which is how the regular glue dries.
Exactly.
Oh, look at that.
Yes. And on this one she used the black. And what surprised her is when the glue dried, everything went down a little, and it's transparent on the top, but the back is still black.
That's
Which is-
very interesting because you'd think black glue would turn out, it would blacken everying, but I see
Yes.
what this happens. What happens with this situation? The background turns black and the top is still the clear glue.
Yes. So
Wow.
it's really fun. I mean, it's a fun glue. Suddenly you have so much more that you can do. Not just glue with it, but use it as an embellishment also.
Yeah, it's part of your design.
Yes.
So that's really cool.
Exactly. And then you have the shoe dazzle. That is really fun too. So you can use on any type of shoes, like a vinyl, leather, rubber.
Really?
Yes, and the manufacturer said that you can even put in the washer with, yes.
Oh my
Which
goodness.
really
So you could do your
surprised me
tennis
too.
shoes.
Yes.
Wow.
And the glue is very flexible, so
Mhm.
it doesn't crack. And that's why it stays on the shoe very strong.
Oh, perfect for flatbacks or glitter.
Yes.
Must try that soon.
And then the last one is the spray. So the spray is also very safe for paper. It's very safe for pictures, and you can use on a lot of different material. But what is really great with the spray, you can use it on styrofoam.
Oh, really?
Yes, the other glue you cannot,
Right.
but the spray you can.
Good to know.
So that is a really, really nice one to have also, just in case, for your craft.
Nice. Wow, so it's like you're covered.
Yeah,
They have pretty much everything you need.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Thanks for the tip.
You're
Wonderful.
welcome.
And thank you for joining us here at Artbeads Cafe. If you want to subscribe to all of our Artbeads Cafe sessions, then sign up here on YouTube. And don't forget, happy beading.